Welcome in here to Meet the Rams Home Run Alley Season 2. I'm Will Conerly, and alongside head baseball coach Bobby Garza. Coach, season going to get underway here very shortly. I'm sure the excitement and the anticipation has been building up all off season.
Yeah, definitely. We are ready to play. Enough's enough. It's go time. We are 48 hours away roughly from game one, and we're excited. We're ready to roll.
And speaking of game one, I mean, you start the year off with a really big series, so to speak. I mean, two teams within the top 25. How awesome is it to start the year off with what is going to be a really big series to kick off the season here in January?
It'll be great. It's time to go. Kansas Wesleyan's coming in. They're a really solid club. They've done really well. Their head coach I've known for a long time. He's a phenomenal coach, good recruiter. But, you know, it's two teams going at it, top 25 like you talked about. It's going to be fun. We've done a phenomenal job this fall. We've done the best that we can with the weather that's come in since January and this January. So we're ready for it. It's going to be a really good series of two top 25 teams.
And what should the fans be most excited about? Any key developments this offseason about the Rams baseball program overall that you could have the fans look forward to this season?
It's a repeat of what we've continued to do year in and year out. We have expectations and standards within our baseball program, and every year we're fighting for a conference championship. We're fighting to win a conference championship, go to an opening round, and go to Lewiston. So we've got returners, and we've got some new incoming players that we're excited about. So, like I said, it's go time, and we're ready to go. We're excited for Kansas Wesleyan coming in, and really Saturday can't get here soon enough.
And what are some of the key additions to the team this year? Any ones that you would like to highlight?
Sure, we've brought in some really good players. Jose Casado will anchor our pitching staff. He comes in from NCAA powerhouse, Grayson County, so he'll really anchor our pitching staff. Rody Garcia out of Connor State in Oklahoma. He's a potential All-American type bat at the plate. So we've got some few guys that we're really fortunate to bring in. We've got some new players that we brought in that semester. Our team's looking really good, and like I said earlier, Saturday can't get here soon enough.
I know, it's going to be a big series, like you said, to start things off. And the team, the confidence, and the chemistry of this group, how would you describe this group compared to groups in years past?
Yeah, it's young. It's a young chemistry. They're still trying to get the feel of each other because we've added some more pieces to the puzzle here this January. But that's just going to take time. That's normal. We kind of use the season in a three-part system. The first third of the season is when the players are getting used to each other. We're getting settled in. We're in more of a routine with the season going on of knowing which day we practice, which days we're off, the weekends coming into play with travel. So that first third of the season is really going to just be us getting our bearings in order. The second part of the season will really be where we're going to make some really big movements, we feel. And then the third part of the season is survival of the fittest. And this group, we're really fortunate with this group that we've got some really good returners. We've got some veteran players that are coming in to Texas Wesleyan within their first year, that we feel like that last third of the season is going to be really big for us, and we're ready for it, and our players have already been through it.
And when you talk about that philosophy overall, interesting how you segment the season out, but that probably is also something where the first part of the season, that's when you really get to find out who's going to step up and be a main fixture. Does that play a role into the second and third part, is kind of throwing everything on a wall and seeing what sticks with a lineup and a rotation in terms of who you want to use and who's going to step up when the lights turn on?
Sure, we have an idea of who our players are going to be to start the season. One thing we have always told the players since day one, not just day one this year, but day one since Coach Shopik and myself have really taken over the program, is the lineup that we put out day one will never be the lineup at the end of the season. It never works out that way. The starting rotation at the very beginning of the season in the opening weekend typically isn't the starting rotation at the very end of the season. So there will be adjustments. There'll be some positive adjustments, some tweaks, some being able to have a better understanding of our players as the year goes on. So there'll be some adjustments, and it's a really next man up mentality that we've really adapted, and we continue throughout the year.
That's awesome. And you talk about that first lineup might be different than the last lineup. However, can you tell the fans who's going to be on the hill this weekend? Have you figured out what the rotation is going to look like? Do you want to disclose that information?
Oh,
yet?
Of course,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, this is important, especially with the families. Their moms and dads and aunts and uncles are probably at home wondering what's going on. So Dwayne Geis from Louisiana, he also comes in from Powerhouse, junior college Powerhouse, Delgado. He'll be starting game 1. Game 2 will be Taylor Hendricks out of Houston, Texas. And then game 3 will be our returner, Sutton Tidwell.
That's going to be awesome to see this weekend. And again, that's going to be coming up on Saturday, as you mentioned, a doubleheader. Then you finish off the weekend Sunday. We talk a lot about that now, too, because for people who don't know, I mean, it's a unique thing to see what could be a playoff matchup in January. That's going to be a lot of fun, like we've talked about.
Yeah, definitely. Kansas Wesleyan's done a good job. We've really have made huge strides here at Texas Wesleyan, really since 2016, to be a mainstay in the playoffs. So this could be the opening round championship game to go to the World Series. This could be kind of a little bit of a showcase. So wouldn't be surprised if we saw Kansas Wesleyan in the future in the playoffs, that's for sure.
Well, final thing for you, Coach. What do you want to tell the fans right now, right? They've been chomping at the bit, kind of like yourself, right? All off season long. You've been getting ready, right? You've been having the guys train to lead up to this moment and beyond the whole season. But what do you want to tell the fans to come on out, to support the team? I'm sure they would love a great message from you to close out episode number 1 here in season 2.
Yeah, definitely. Come on out to Sycamore Park this weekend. Come be a part of what's happening down there. We've got 3 games with a really good opponent. This is really a family atmosphere. Bring uncles, aunts, bring the dogs, bring everybody out. And if you see myself, Coach Shopik, out and about, walking around, come say hi to us. Bring the kids out after the games on Saturday and Sunday. Bring them out to the field, get pictures with our players. This really is a family atmosphere that we provide for our fans. And one really cool thing that we're working on down the road in the next couple of months is we have a really cool fundraising opportunity, different fundraising opportunity. I can't quite tell you exactly what it is, but I think we would be the only athletic sports team, whether it be high school or college, to try this style of fundraiser. So hopefully in the next week or 2 we'll be able to announce that. But what I can say is the fundraiser will be interactive. It will be enjoyable, not only for the baseball fan, but also maybe grandpa and grandpa that enjoys cruising around Main Street, if you catch my drift.
Okay, well, that is a little bit of intrigue that we have coming up for the next few weeks. Of course, it's a very intriguing thing with the season right around the corner. And Coach, appreciate your time, delivering some great messages to the fans, and what a great way to kick off season number 2 of Meet the Rams here, Homerun Alley. So best of luck this weekend, and we hope to see you all out there.
Go Rams.